ever watched a program on television that was so good it was hard to get up? Soaps, dramas, comedy shows, all of these things. In my journey, I've just seen how so much of it is a distraction. And for me, I just see now the whole world is waking up in terms of looking at how we are addicted to so many things outside of ourselves. Instead of taking a look at our own lives, many of us are just focused on other people's lives because it seems more glamorous, it seems more entertaining, it seems more glorious. And for me, when I realized it was all a distraction, even here, living in this city, you realize sometimes you're walking down the road and you just see this advertisement, buy this, buy that. And I've just seen how so many of us, when we talk of how humanity has been under universal mind control for so long, not only just from deception at a high level, but also through our own insecurity. And many of us, we have been asleep. We don't even want to find the alarm clock. When we're living in a culture where so many of us, we have this saying, ignorance is bliss. And a lot of us, just as long as we're dancing and singing, we're happy. But at the same time, many people are dying prematurely. Many people's lives are turning into a living hell because they are not realizing that they have no knowledge of self. Once you can be free from your own authority, then you realize that enlightenment is realizing how much you don't know. And that's what it's all about, because a lot of us, the distraction is always to externalize your power. The distraction is always to say, okay, I have to always rush around. And that's one of the biggest things, how this system is set up, how this game is set up, is that a lot of the times we feel that everything is happening so fast, when really and truly that's the trick. As soon as you leave your house, you see all of these cars going by. So it gives us the illusion that things are happening very quickly. But at the same time, where are we running to? Many of us, we're in a hurry to get nowhere fast. Solutions are all around us, especially when I realize that a lot of the times you're not going to save everyone, because not everyone is here to be saved, and not everyone is on the same journey. Not everyone came to planet Earth for the same experience, and not everyone is human. Not everyone that you see is a human being. If enough people, this is the solution that I'm realizing, that if enough kindred spirits on this planet can connect and realize that essentially create a community, which is going to be through this technology we call the internet. And by doing that, if enough people find other like minds in their own community and start building and sharing information, when we realize that a human being is the highest form of technology on this planet, then you will liberate yourself, and also you will pay more homage to your body, because you realize that your body can do things no computer can ever do. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. And that's why it's a battle for the hearts and minds of the people. We are awake. The whole world is waking up to something phenomenal. At the same time, it takes action. It's not about how much books you've read, because we are the living book. For me, a lot of the times you're going to have to find that wake-up moment. But when it comes, you're going to know, because it's going to slap you in the face. But when you do, you realize most of your life has been a lie.
Round two. Joe, what do you think about that first round? It was a decent first round. It looks like they're just starting to pick up the pace, though.
I'm about to drink some mud, and I think you should too. People often ask us why we are called mud water, and I get it.
The 99% have all the power, but they don't know that. So therefore, they have no power. And that's how the 1% can rule over the 99%, because the 99% are divided through race, religion, ideology, nationality. And this is why the 1% can control the 99%. So the solution is to unite with your fellow brother and sister and remind yourself we are all in this together. Put aside your differences. I don't care about your skin color, your race, your political ideal, any of that, because that's all an illusion. Everybody bleeds red. Ego creates separation. Once upon a time, human beings were united. Now they live in separation. And this is why people are isolated on the planet. In a world of 7.8 billion people, nobody should live in isolation. A lot of people are depressed right now because of the lockdown, depressed right now because of the state of the planet. They've lost their jobs, their homes. And I'm here to remind you, you will get through this, but this is a wake-up call. You see, karma is a real thing. What goes around comes around. 15.3 billion trees are cut down every single year. Over 72 billion animals are killed every single year. And you think you're going to live in peace? Oh. What goes around comes around. When you destroy habitats of birds, because do you know, deep divers, trees are actually houses for birds, and when you cut them down, they can't nest, they can't feed their young. So what do you think is going to happen to your habitat? Millions of animals are put in cages. We call it the zoo. So if you put an animal in a cage, what do you think is going to happen to you? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Lockdown. You see, it's called karma. What goes around comes around. So this is a wake-up call to say, actually, we have overrun the planet. We are approaching the 6th mass extinction. And if we don't get right with the planet, it's only going to get worse. Right now, there is a grab for power. The inorganic ones are trying to collect as many souls as possible. And they use fear, because fear is the lowest frequency. It's the most accessible. It is the foundation. So, people are drawn to fear. Don't blame the media for always saying and giving you bad news. This is what you want. You like bad news. You like negativity, drama, gossip. This is what sells. If there is no demand for it, they won't supply it. So the solution in all of this is to learn how to change your appetite. I said I pray for the day when good news is more popular than bad news. But guess what?
Perfectly placed strike.
I've learned something, deep divers. Love is more powerful than fear, and positivity is more powerful than negativity. This channel has billions of minutes watched. I'm inspiring millions of people of positivity alone. Slow motion this side. I have beat the algorithms because this isn't supposed to happen. But it is happening because the truth always prevails over the lies. Oh, I like that. No experience is wasted, deep divers, if you can learn from it. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. No experience is wasted if you can learn from it. Everything that's happening is designed to help us learn and grow. To say, actually, I realize that we're living in a matrix. Shock value, Little Nas X, oh my gosh. Because attention is the new currency. Kid Cudi in a dress, oh my gosh. Don't get mad at Kid Cudi. This is what you created. And I don't care about your sexual preference. If you're trans, I've got a lot of trans people watching my videos, gays, lesbians, millions. They love me. I don't care about that. If you respect me, I respect you. This isn't about that. This is about agendas being pushed, because in this brave new world, anything goes. It's whatever. This is the world you've created.
There's a good jab.
The children children, today's generation can't look up to you because you yourself are insane. So they're like, hey, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be who I really am. And keep doing your thing. I ain't going to judge you. It's a whole new world right now. Deep divers. It's time to wake up.
Big right hand.
So fear is the foundation. Love is the peak. It's the highest peak. And that's why it's a lot harder for people to raise the frequency, because now you have to do the inner work, the shadow work. But I've done the inner work, the shadow work, and at the peak, there's less people, because the higher you go up the pyramid, the smaller the ratio, the less people there, but the air is purer. You can really breathe in that good ass prana, baby.
Throws to finish, Joe.
Let me tell you this, deep divers.
Another jab.
All of the ancient texts, the holy scriptures, the
Hit him with the jab.
Kabbalion, okay, the emerald tablets with sacred wisdom. These scriptures and holy texts are still being read today because wisdom and knowledge is always, people are always seeking it. Millions of people, billions of people are in religions. I'm not religious. I'm more spiritual, because religion is for people who are afraid to go to hell. Spirituality is for people who've already been there. However, there's a lesson to be learned that in the end, people will always gravitate towards a higher truth that redirects them to their highest self. So, check this out.
Now it's in the hands
A lot of
the
people
judges
have,
to determine who will be our
like some people have
What a
10,000
fight. It was
subscribers, right, on
outstanding,
YouTube.
back and forth,
But they get videos
excellent
with over 1 million views
exchanges,
because
really
it's
exciting
fear-based.
contest, and who
But
knows who's going to be the
the
victor.
1 million people are not subscribing to that
Round
channel.
3, this thunderous head
Because in their
kick
subconscious
finds
mind,
its
they know
way
it's not
through
good
the
for me.
guard.
But they're still watching it because fear is
Here's
addictive.
Bruce Buffer with
So,
the official
me,
decision.
I've got 2 million subscribers, right? A lot of my videos, I've got a lot of videos that have gone viral of positivity, but I'm into helping people raise the frequency, and therefore you have to be at that same frequency to get the message. At the same time, people who are still drawn to fear, they subscribe to this channel because they're like, wait a minute, I know Ralph Smart is telling the truth. I know he's good for my... What's the difference between Iran and Cuba?
By split decision.